Holidu, certamente que já ouviu falar nesta plataforma. É uma das empresas com crescimento mais rápido na Europa e um parceiro do qual não pode deixar o seu alojamento de fora. É disso que vamos falar já a seguir.
3, 2, 1. Se és um anfitrião ou um pré-anfitrião de alojamento local, se queres diversificar o teu investimento ou procuras uma alternativa de rendimento, planeias uma melhor reforma ou porque estás determinado a ser um investidor imobiliário ou ainda porque simplesmente achas o máximo receber pessoas de todo o mundo, então estás no sítio certo. Aqui vamos partilhar o que funciona, táticas e estratégias que nos ajudaram a crescer e a receber mais de 90 mil hóspedes anualmente em Portugal. Experiências, produtos e tudo aquilo que podes aplicar e levar mais dinheiro diretamente para o teu bolso. Bem-vindo ao PODAlojar.
Olá a todos, sejam muito bem-vindos ao PODAlojar Podcast, um podcast mais.pt. O meu nome é Daniel Tencourt e o convidado de hoje faz parte da Business Development Team da Holidu, uma das empresas com crescimento mais rápido nos últimos anos da Europa e é classificado como um dos sítios mais cool para trabalhar. Javier, be very welcome. It's a great honor to have you here and thank you so much for accepting our invitation. So, how are you?
Thank
Feeling
you,
great?
I'm great. I'm happy to be part of this.
Thanks a lot, Javier. So, for a start, tell us where you come from and what your professional path was until you joined the Holidu team.
Of course. So I'm originally from Mexico. However, I've been living in Germany for over 5 years now. I actually was kind of fresh in the industry when I joined Holidu for the first time. I was coming more from the diplomatic side, working a little bit in the Mexican embassy and related. However, it was a completely new transition to me to immerse myself in the short-term rental industry now with Holidu.
Nice. And Holidu is ranked as one of the coolest places to work and one of the fastest growing companies in recent years in Europe. So what it is like to be part of such a team and company?
Well, you're right. It's amazing, to be honest. Pretty cool. I think one of our main selling points as a place to work is the environment and the company culture that we have around here. It's a very young and dynamic atmosphere. There's people from all over the world, and something we like to base our value or work on is our values or company values, which kind of guide the way towards we do business. And we also a pretty tech-friendly company, tech-oriented. We try to implement this on our day-to-day business, and this was what, along with working with good colleagues and friends even, that's what makes it fun and good to be here.
Nice, amazing. And what you like most about the work you do or about the short-term rental, the STR sector in general?
Well, I'm a big fan of the vacation rental industry. I really enjoy the dynamics of it. I think it's a very quite young and fast sector compared to other more traditional sectors in the tourism industry. I think there's a lot of opportunities for development, for expansion, for consolidation, for all of us as part of the same industry. And a good example is what we're seeing right now, how companies from all levels, from portals to property managers to software services, they are becoming more and more professional. They're becoming more and more globally present, more tech-oriented even. So we have a few examples of companies even going public, which talks a lot of how the industry is getting money flooded and professionalized, such as the case of Airbnb last year, Vacasa this year. So it is definitely telling us a trend of how these industries.
And who is Holidu and what problems does it help to solve both to travelers and to short-term rental owners or managers?
Yeah, well, Holidu is it's the fastest growing vacation rental portal in Europe. It is easier said than done, but
Yes.
we've been around for over 8 years now, building our presence first in Germany as a German-based company, and then in Europe, and now worldwide. And nowadays we offer our 27 million monthly users two products, both a booking platform but also a meta search engine focused exclusively on vacation rentals or holiday rentals. As a meta search engine, we allow travelers to compare prices from different properties across the web, and to be confident that they will always book the best possible offer from the property of their choice. And as a booking platform, we offer our partners, meaning property managers, agencies, and so on, the opportunity to maximize their bookings by diversifying their revenue streams or sales channels, and also to access our core markets, which are the German-speaking countries, as well as Northern European markets. So instead of, in return to that, we offer them a very smooth and fast integration, a direct guest communication, and we also encourage to share the data and insights about the market, about the industry, which at the end helps us all as part of the same market.
Yes, and your work has been amazing, because we noticed the last 2 years your work is being amazing. We received lots of bookings from Holidu.
The growth has been exponential in the last 2 years.
We've noticed that, and so congratulations.
Thank you.
And since you've been in the short-term rental market, okay, what do you think have been the main changes and trends in the market?
Yeah. Well, as I was mentioning, I think professionalization, it's the key word. I think we have all seen how many software or tech solutions have been more and more available for homeowners, for property managers, companies going public via IPOs. So this talks of how the industry is just getting more and more formal. Besides that, I could mention a few other points. I think that you can see the trend of consolidation. This means less atomized market, and instead bigger players. So the bigger agencies or property managers, whatever, kind of like acquiring smaller agencies. So it's getting like consolidated into bigger players. And the last two trends that I also see is technologification, if I can use that word. As I said, there's more and more solutions to the everyday problem. We can see companies focusing specifically on revenue management, on automatic check-in or check-out, on dynamic pricing. So all of this, of course, has helped the player kind of become more tech-oriented and more efficient at their activities. And just to finish, I would say also popularity. I think we all know that given the current set of events worldwide, we have all seen how the short-term rental in general have become more and more popular compared to other traditional accommodation sectors.
Yes, and I think that professionalization that you're telling also enabled to give a better experience to the guests, I think.
Definitely.
And so it helped to make it more popular. So, and focusing on the Portuguese market, I would like to ask you if you could share some data of interest to the entire STR community. Is it okay for you?
Of course.
So, thanks, Javier. So, currently, what are the top 5 most searched destinations in the country through Holidu? Is there any news or debut in these top 5?
Probably what I will tell you is nothing new for you or for people here listening to us. Among the regions in the country, of course, the top destination still is Algarve. Algarve is a huge tourism hub. And after that, it will come other regions such as Lisbon or Lisbon surroundings, the Porto area, Jerez and Alentejo. However, specifically going more like to granular, like city level, looking at the 2021, so basically the last 10, 11 months, the top 5 cities searched in Holidu were first place. I will go from last to first. So in fifth place, it was Peniche. Fourth place was Quarteira. Third place, Nazaré. Second, Portimao. And the most searched destination was Albufeira. Perfect. So as you can see, Algarve is still quite up there in the top.
Perfect, thanks a lot. And what are the main requested amenities? So an example, private pool or outdoor grill?
Yeah. I mean, this in general, this changes from the type of accommodation and the type of destination. Of course, maybe in the city, it's not the same amenities are as popular as in Algarve or in the coast. But in general, the most used, for example, the most used filter for us in the last 1 year was the flexible cancellations. So it's a very demanded, we all know, given the situation, we all know that flexible or free cancellation policies are a very popular thing for travelers. And as part of amenities and properties, you mentioned it, private pools and swimming pools is quite popular. Having AC or heater, depending on the location, it's also quite demanded. And maybe this is more specific to Holidu, given the type of our market. Pets allowed. So basically, properties that allow pets, it's quite an uplift or a booster. It's or core market, mostly based in families or big groups, or in Germany and rest of Europe. And they like traveling with their dogs, their cats, and not leaving them at home alone.
Yes, we've noticed that also.
Yes, exactly. So it is definitely something that will allow you to bring more travelers in.
Perfect. Yeah. Thanks. So another point I would like to address is the advance with which reservations are being made. Okay, so we know that during the pandemic, lead time went down a lot. But at this moment, we feel that it is already rising again. Okay, do you feel the same? What is the average booking lead time currently? Does the trend continue to grow?
Yes, it went a bit higher in the last 1 year. In 2021, our average days before the booking, from booking to arrival, it was 83. So we're talking almost 3 months before the check-in, which I think it's a clear signal for homeowners or property managers that the more availabilities you have at your calendar, the higher the chances you will get of having bookings in the mid or long term.
Yes, and also to have the possibility to rent with a higher price. Yes.
Yeah.
Because last minute you have to most of the times if you want to book, you have to load the prices and yes, we totally agree. Yes. And an interesting question I would like to make is, what is the average occupancy rate for the Portuguese market this year? What was?
Well, I can tell you, Daniel, that one of every 4 of our Portuguese partners got at least 2 bookings per month in 2021.
Amazing.
However, of course, the occupancy rate is it changes from depending on the time of the year. We have higher occupancy in summer or peak seasons, but still it can tell you more or less a trend of what was being popular on a month-to-month basis.
Yes, it is amazing, and of course we also know that if you are in cities like Porto or Lisbon, the occupancy rate is
more stable, maybe
stable during the year. Of course.
True.
So another point that I'm always curious about, because sometimes some platforms have some interesting trends, is the property inventory by bedroom. Okay, so the percentage of 1-bedroom houses or 2-bedroom houses till more than 5-bedroom houses. Can you share that with us?
That's a good question. We actually don't measure our metrics based on rooms, but on the number of guests. If it helps, I can tell you that
yes, of course.
The average number of guests per booking was 4.7 for Portugal in 2021. This means basically that you have to your house has to be able to host at least 4 to 5 people to get most of the bookings coming from us.
Perfect. So, so the property that has probably the most nights booked are the properties for like 2 or 3 bedrooms, I suppose.
Yeah. So, I mean, given this average of 4.7, it means that houses, properties with, I would say, 3+ bedrooms are up to 60% more likely to receive a booking in Holidu than those with less than 3.
Yes, perfect. Because our statistics. Sorry, about my English. Yes, we have the houses with 4 bedrooms. Okay, are the most booked.
Demanded. Yeah.
Yes, and demanded,
for sure.
Of course, for sure. So, thanks. So I'm going to challenge you. It's okay,
right.
Javier.
Yes,
So,
bring it on.
What 5 top tips would you give for an accommodation to increase bookings?
Yeah. Number 1, I already told you before, flexible cancellation policies. That's something we have to learn to live with from now on, part of our new reality. Number 2, to have or to support as many payment methods as possible. We all like credit card, but we have to think that in other markets, it may be more common to use other type of payment methods, such as a bank transfer, PayPal. In Germany, for example, we have a few others called Klarna or Swift, which are quite popular here. So if you are able, technically speaking, to offer as many payments as possible, that's always better. Number 3, I would say, and we also discussed this before, to have long open calendars. What I mean is as many availabilities as possible. I always suggest to have your calendars open at least 8 to 10 months in advance. If you can do the whole year, that's even better. In that way, you can also catch those travelers looking for next summer, next Christmas season, whatever, so that they can also be coming into your properties. Number 4, this is more content-wise. For us, we have 2 key numbers, one for photos and one for amenities. We always kind of suggest to have at least 15 photos per listing or per property. This is, of course, increase the quality of the listing, and the same with amenities, as many as possible, but at least 10. Even if it's a small apartment that you cannot provide many services, you still can deliver 8 to 10 amenities. Speaking of, if you provide any kitchen utensils, if you provide maybe AC or heater, Wi-Fi, so all of this gives more information to the user, to the customer, and at the end, less surprises at the moment of arrival to the property. And just last, but I would say not least, I think languages are a key thing that sometimes is a bit forgotten or bypassed. So if you can provide descriptions in not in every language, but let's say the most common languages in Europe, I would say, so speaking, for example, of English, Portuguese, Spanish, French, German, Italian. So if you have full and proper descriptions in those languages, titles in those languages, it's always good to catch or to be more attractive to those travelers coming from other countries, I would say.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Javier. These are pro tips, okay? So don't waste time and apply what has just been shared by Javier, okay? These are tips from those who know about the market. And as we all know, unfortunately, we had about a terrible year and a half for tourism. Without wanting tourology, what is your vision for the market for 2022? What are the market signals right now? Are we going to consistently achieve 2019 values? Is there any type of tourism that you think will recover faster? Are you optimistic?
I am very optimistic about the future, especially about 2022. I think numbers back up forecasting that this next summer 2022, will be the best season in the last 2 to 3 years. But this, of course, will occur as long as we all abide by the rules, we take care of ourselves, and we work together to get out of this terrible period that we've all experienced worldwide. I think among tourism, we are kind of like in the best place standing, meaning us as the vacation rental industry. I think it will be one of the fastest recovering industries compared to others such as the cruise industry or the hotel sector. So on that regard, we can cherish being in that position. But as I said, I think it depends on us as a society, on how fast we want to see this through and recover and move on.
For sure. So good, amazing, and thank you so much for your sharing, Javier. Can I ask you one last question, please?
Yes, go ahead.
And what would you say to a STR owner or manager who doesn't know if they should place their accommodation in mais homes and villas? Besides, of course, having the accommodation published on Holidu through our channel manager service.
Yeah. Of course, being listed on Holidu, it's a huge advantage. But besides that, I can say that my stay home has proven itself to be a very professional and trustworthy company. I think you guys understand the industry, have a great market presence, and know how to take the best out of the inventory and in order to boost the rentability and profitability of them. I mean, for me, the best example is great ideas like this podcast that we hear right now. It shows us all that you think outside of the box, and that you go the extra mile and to basically stand out as a top vacation rental player in the Portuguese market. Me personally, I look forward to collaborate together successfully more and more years, and to be invited again to one of those. Why not?
For sure. And amazing. Thanks for your words. Thank you very, very much for your presence.
You're welcome.
And for accepting our invitation. It was with great pleasure and friendship that we received you. I wish you the best and that you continue a path full of success. Okay, we'll have you here again for sure. And our partnership with Holidu will certainly continue for many years to come.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation, so Daniel. Yes, I'm very happy to be part of this. And thank you all for listening here.
Thanks a lot. Assim desse lado, muito obrigado por estar connosco e espero que aproveite ao máximo o que partilhamos aqui hoje. E não se esqueça, www.maistay.pt. Tenham um grande dia, cheio de energia e até breve.